videos. The first one I filmed when I hit 1K, and we recently, back in September, hit 3K. So I thought I might make a 3K special video still, but I thought just so you guys can get to know me better and we can connect, I could make another Q&A video. So before we get started, I did want to put on some lip gloss for the video, so I brought my lip gloss, and I thought because it can make some tingly sounds, I'm gonna put it on before we get started with the questions. And I saw some of the questions already, and they are very good questions, and I'm actually very excited to answer them. So yeah, if you're new here, my name's Michelle, and I make ASMR content on this channel. Welcome. My lips actually really needed this. I feel like they were really dry. Alright, we are ready. Actually, not quite. Not quite yet. I think we need a little more. Now we're ready. Okay, so I asked you on my YouTube community post and also on Instagram. So I'm gonna go through the questions. So the first question is by Kyle. Hi Kyle. What are your hobbies and something that you are passionate about? Thank you for the question. Very good question. So my hobbies, I mean, I don't know if they're hobbies as much as like lifestyle. So I would say that I'm pretty passionate about fitness and health and nutrition. If you guys know my second channel, I talk a lot about fitness, like working out, exercising, eating healthy there, and I actually didn't get into that until 2020. The pandemic is kind of what sparked it for me, like the mid-end 2020. Because I'm very passionate about that, so I really like to cook and I really like to bake. I also, I like to go outside, I like to exercise. I do like to go to the city occasionally and just kind of walk around in the city, get a cup of coffee, hang with friends. And sometimes I like to go out very occasionally because I don't really drink alcohol. And if, like, for example, the last time I went out with a friend, we just got cocktails without alcohol. But what I'm passionate about, I'm very passionate about YouTube and social media in general, and I'm also very passionate about a healthy lifestyle, fitness, all that good stuff. I also I have so many hobbies and interests. I like tarot and spirituality, and that kind of goes in waves. Like in the summer, I didn't really feel like reading too much tarot, but lately I've been feeling more up for it again. I recently purchased my first like few crystals, so I'm really interested in like spirituality and stuff like that. But like I said, that kind of goes in waves. Like there are times where I'm less interested in it, and then there's times where I'm like more interested in it, but it's always a consistent interest. I really like yoga too. That kind of falls into the stretching health category. Yoga, but yoga is like a little different from like exercising. So what else do I like? I like to try new things, like me and some friends, like recently, like in October, went to a medieval market, and I find that kind of stuff interesting, but I just find it just as interesting to go to like, I don't know, laser tag or something, but those aren't really hobbies that I do like all the time. I also really like traveling, but I haven't traveled that much this year. like as humans, when you think back to our times as hunters and gatherers, they never had to plan 5 years ahead. They were very present. All they had to think about was, where do I get food today? Where do I sleep today? And where do I find shelter today? Obviously, it was more complex than that, and they probably had other things going on, but like main things, because there wasn't society and there wasn't like, you know, working and everything. Like, it was work, but it was completely different. So personally, I don't think humans are made for planning that far ahead. So I don't ever plan 5 years ahead, because if COVID taught me one thing, it's to plan that far ahead is just not gonna work. But I also am at the point in my life now where I don't want to just live my life without any kind of idea or plan, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not gonna like structure my next 5 years, you know, because I do think going with the flow and the ebbs and flows of life will, you know, make it a lot easier to go through life. But I also think if you have no idea, then that, to me, for me personally, that's not the best thing anymore. So where do I see myself in 5 years? I'm hoping that in 5 years I will have established my career in social media as a YouTuber, and I will have a good income and hopefully a little home, like a tiny home or something that I can live at. And I would also like to be able to spend a lot of time by the beach, and maybe in 5 years I would be ready to start thinking about having kids. I don't know. See, this is like, it's so insane for me to think about it. Like, I would rather you ask me where do I see myself in 1 year. I find that way more realistic. But yeah, like in 5 years I'm gonna be 30. So I hope that by then I have a stable income, and that things have, I don't want to say calmed down because they are pretty calm right now, but that things have kind of settled a little bit, and that I have a career and a good income, and like my financial goals, that I've reached them by then. A little house. I hope that I will be able to help my family, like my mom, out financially, and like my ultimate goal is to buy my mom a house in Spain. I would really love that. Yeah, just to be able to give back to my parents. And yeah, hopefully happy, healthy. That's a very important thing, because nothing really matters when you're not healthy, which is why I'm very into health and sports, because like for me, health is like the number one priority, because when you're not healthy, nothing else really matters. Like, you know what I mean? Happy, healthy, and with happy, I don't mean like happy in every single moment, but like overall happy. I hope that I'll live in a cute place, in a cool place that I friends because they like my wealth, you know. So I think I'm gonna go for broke but with friends, because wealthy, like, what do you consider to be wealthy? Because I feel like you are already rich when you have good people around you. Like, we associate being rich with having a lot of money, but I think it is not just that, because not everybody that has a lot of money is happy, and not everybody that has a lot of money feels rich. Like, I've been feeling really grateful lately for what I have and for the privilege that I have and the opportunity, and I felt really rich, you know, no matter what's on my bank account. So I think broke but have no friends, unless I could maybe start over and meet new friends, genuine friends, real friends, even when I'm wealthy. Because the thing is, when you're wealthy, like let's say like financially rich, then you can help your friends. Like, I have so many people that I would really like to be able to help financially, or just be like, here's a ticket, a train ticket, go wherever you want. Here's a spa vacation, like, do whatever you want, you know? So I think if these friends, if I'm wealthy and I don't have friends, but I can make new friends that are genuine, real friends that are not just friends with me for my wealth, I would do that. But if I can't make new friends, definitely broke but with friends, because human interaction and social life and people are obviously much more important than materialistic like things. I'm taking so much time to answer these. I hope it's okay. Okay. What's something that you've always wanted to try but never had the time? Oh, there's a lot of things. A lot of things that I wanted to try. Okay, first of all, learning a third language. I feel like I probably had the time, but I just chose to spend my time differently. Everybody has enough time. There's enough time in the day. I wanted to learn how to sew my own clothes. I wanted to learn how to make candles. What else? I tried to learn how to draw once, and I actually got pretty good, and then I stopped. But yeah, like anything you can think of. I've always wanted to learn how to ride a horse. I had horseback riding lessons as a kid, like as a teenager, but I didn't like the teacher, so I stopped. But I always wanted to like get back into that, and just be surrounded by animals in general makes me feel good. Okay, the next question: how did you meet your best friend? Okay, I'm assuming that you mean Shane, like my best friend that I made that video with recently, because I have other friends I would also consider my best friends, like Linda and stuff. But if you mean Shane, okay, so a little bit of a story time. I went to the US when I was 22 in 2019, the end of 2019, no, like in August of 2019, I went to the US to be an au pair. Being an au pair means that you live with a host family in a different country, and you are kind of like their live-in nanny. You get paid weekly, but you don't get paid that much, but you get paid a little bit, and you live with them, and they pay for your food, and you take care of the children. And every family is different, and sometimes you can have a good experience, and sometimes you can have a not so good experience. So during that time, really ever hang out with people that I match with on dating apps. I don't know. Maybe this is the wrong approach, but I haven't been on a dating app ever since. Not really, like, not seriously anyway. Anyway, so we matched and we talked, and there was just kind of like this chemistry and this like initial like spark. And it was funny because I was going through the profiles and I saw his picture, and his picture actually gave me like butterflies. I saw his eyes, and there was like a recognition, like I believe in like twin flames and soulmates and everything. So then let me think what happened. Oh yeah, I got back to Oregon after my week in Montana, and we planned on hanging out. And I remember the funny thing, I was in the city like before we wanted to hang out, and I was having like the best time by myself, and I actually bought myself a my very first tarot deck that day that I met him. And it was kind of a time of like me becoming more myself, like who I am, away from my family, away from home. And I was in a cafe with my friend, my like a friend of mine that was also there. She was from Poland, and she was also an au pair. And I told her like, yeah, I'm gonna hang with this guy today. Like, she was with me on the date, and he also brought another friend because I didn't want to hang out alone for the first time meeting, you know. So I was like, yeah, I don't think this is gonna be anything. Like, I think we're just gonna hang out and talk, but like, I don't think this is gonna like turn into anything. And like, life is so funny because when you least expect things like that to happen, that's when they happen. Like, when you're super detached from something, that's when it happens. It's crazy. So we met, and we just had chemistry from the start, and he was my best friend from like the minute that we met. He always says like, the minute we met, we were together. I believe we are twin flames. If you believe in that sort of thing, you can look it up, see what it means. But anyway, we met, and there was just like this chemistry. We talked on the phone like every night, and at first I kind of friend zoned him like a little bit. I don't remember why. I think I didn't like his haircut. I'm sorry. No, but like within like a Rachel, Joey, Monica, Chandler, Ross. But I have to say that with Chandler, I actually think that he was more funny before him and Monica started dating. Like, don't get me wrong, I love them together and think they're amazing together. But I actually personally think that he was funnier before they got together, before they got married. I think after they got married, he got kind of not boring, but his character was just funnier before they were married, if that makes sense. So this is pre-marriage Chandler. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I have a few more questions and then we're done. What does your dream life look like? Love that. Where are you living? Who are you with? Your routines, schedule. What are you doing? Okay, my dream life. Honestly, I'm not too far from it. I'm really not too far from my dream life. In my dream life, though, I would have my own place in form of like a small, tiny house. One by the forest, one by the beach, okay? I would be with Shane for sure, and hopefully a few other people that I can vibe with and that he can vibe with, and we'd love to have like a little group of people, and we all, like in Friends, you know, we all hang out maybe in the evening and talk about our day, or we meet for lunch or something like that. My routines, wake up around 7, that's a sweet spot for me. Stretch, journal, meditate. What else would I like to do in the morning? Then have a nice, healthy, yummy breakfast. Go for a walk, go for a morning walk. Breathe the fresh air. Drink my matcha latte. These are all things that I already do. And then start working on stuff. So, I don't know, but like editing, filming, basically what I do right now, minus the tutoring lessons, although I enjoy the tutoring lessons too. But if I would rather do full-time YouTube so I can invest more time into it. But yeah, filming, editing, I would love to like start working with like companies and collab. So emails, whatever comes with that, Instagram reels, all that good stuff. Then take a lunch break, maybe go somewhere cool with a friend. Like I said, maybe go for a lunch, then work more in the afternoon, and then in the evening have like, because this is what I'm struggling with right now, like a consistent, nice evening routine. Like do yoga, maybe take a bath, do some self-care, and then read a book and sleep. And on the weekends I would like to, yeah, maybe do board game nights with friends. This sounds so boring, but I love board games. Maybe a movie night with friends, maybe like walk by the beach, like just do cool stuff. And occasionally I would love to travel and push myself out of my comfort zone and go on adventures, but that's like an occasional thing. Or go on like, oh, I would love to go on like weekend trips, like cabin getaways, where you just go to a cabin and you just in nature all day. But I also love the city. I'm a Gemini, so I'm such a varied person. I have so many interests. But yeah, basically have a nice morning routine, a nice evening routine, and during the day work on stuff and edit and film and connect with people, connect with my audience, connect with people around me in real life, and just, yeah, bring love and good stuff into the world. Hopefully be able to be financially abundant and help others and also myself. many good ideas, but I was never able to stick to anything, and I've completely changed that over the last couple of years. So yeah, and I'm proud of myself for being better with money, because I used to be someone that would just spend all their money and not save anything, or very occasionally I would save money. Like if I knew, okay, I want to get a car, I would save money, but I wouldn't just save money for the sake of saving. And for a couple of months now, I've been able to save some money, and I'm very proud of that. And I hope I can keep it up. I will keep it up. Okay. Oh, the next question is gonna be a loaded one again. I'm actually gonna answer the Instagram question first. I got one question on Instagram asking what my favorite part about filming ASMR videos is. So my favorite part is, there's so many. Okay, the creative expression, the variety of content that you can create. Like, I love it. That's why I'm not gonna niche down, because there's just the opportunities, and like the seasonal opportunities with fall content, winter content, Christmas. I love it. Just love it. Yeah, so the creative expression, the connection with people in the community. The people are just the nicest people ever. Being able to give back to, like when I was going through a hard time, ASMR was there, and still when I'm trying to relax or I'm going through had a rough day or whatever, ASMR is there for me. And so it's nice to be able to give that same thing back to people, if that makes sense. Like being there for them and connecting with them, and helping them through a hard day, whether it's to relax or to help with anxiety or heartbreak or anything like that. It's just nice. And I don't really think about it that way every time I'm filming, but maybe I should think about that more often. So these are my favorite parts about filming content. I just love it. I'm just very, very passionate about it. Okay, and the last question, guys. What was the reason you became vegan? Like, what motivated you into this lifestyle? Okay, so how do I even start? So basically in 2017, 18, I had a boyfriend, not Shane, another boyfriend who was vegetarian. And also another thing that was going on, I was at uni, so I was studying at the time at university, and at that time I thought I was going to be a journalist. So I joined this university paper, and I offered them that I could try to be vegan for a week and then write reports on it, like write a report on it, basically. Like if it's easy to be vegan or whatever. And my mom actually prior had been vegan and had still been vegetarian at to that day, so I had a lot of exposure, you know. But when my mom not really a difference, then you are putting this negative energy into your body. I don't know, there's a million reasons. And I'm sorry I went on a little bit of a rant, and again, I'm not judging anyone. Like, obviously there's a lot of people that I know that still eat meat and milk, drink milk, but honestly most of my friends don't anymore. But I'm not judging anyone, but I wish that a lot more people would be more open to it, because a lot of people tend to get defensive and they tend to like not want to talk about it, or they come at me like, oh, but I only eat organic meat once a month, and I'm like, I'm not your judge, like, you do you, but this is what I think. So I feel like a lot of people feel bad and they try to compensate by like arguing with vegans, but I think if someone's truly interested in it, they would just do it. I hope you didn't mind that little rant that I just went on, but it's just, there's so much to talk about this. I usually don't really discuss with people about this anymore, because to me it's just day-to-day life. It's just with the food that I eat, it's like normal to me. Like, I don't really like think about it anymore. But what I can say is that it's definitely been one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. Like, I'm so happy that I went vegan, and I can't see myself ever going back, unless it was like a matter of like surviving, you know, like never say never. But at this point I can't really